To be arrested for DUI, even if you're not convicted, is a life-changing experience.
And a reality 31 drivers in Knoxville faced last New Year's Eve. Our first question for DUI Defense Specialist Steve Oberman: what should you do if you're one of them?
First of all, you should cooperate with the police. In all my years of representing people, I've never yet seen an officer who said, "Oh, you're too tough for me, you go on your way."
Oberman says that means hand over your information and do it politely.
It will escalate if you become rude to the officer.
But he says drivers are not required to disclose how much they've been drinking or do a field sobriety test.
They may be required to take a chemical test, a blood test or breath test.
Which means if they suspect you're drunk, they can get a warrant for a blood sample. So what changes during the so-called no refusal enforcement?
The law doesn't change. What's different is there's typically a judge on call, and the officer can quickly contact that judge to get the search warrant.
Oberman says better technology helps officers detect drugs and alcohol, but are the punishments getting stricter?
Under the old law, there was no required jail time. Now there's mandatory jail time. There was no required loss of driver's license. Now your driver's license will be revoked for a period of a minimum of 1 year. The fines have gone through the roof.
So what will it cost a driver who gets arrested for DUI? Oberman says somewhere between $5,000 to $35,000 to fight the charges with an experienced attorney. But that's just the beginning.
You're thrown in jail, typically for 4 to 10 hours on a first offense. You have to pay a bonding company to get out of jail. Your name will the next day be all over Google, all over the internet. It will be printed in local newspapers. You may not be able to get health insurance. You may not be able to get life insurance after a DUI conviction. And did you know, for at least 5 years, you won't be able to go to Canada. That's how serious this crime is.